Hello, right, back again. Today is obviously Thursday. We're playing more Dyson Sphere Program because I'm really enjoying this game and I want to play more of it. So, let me just make sure my sound is working once my phone catches up, because unfortunately it seems to be the only way. Yep, that's all good. That's working. Fantastic. Right, where were we? What were we doing? So we're making foundation, which is a good start, which is getting us to the point where we can flatten this planet right out. So we've got blue science being made. That's fine. That's all good. So we just need red science. That's the next big step. Is what the recipe for red science? Well, once we've unlocked it, that is, we need to actually unlock red science. But if we get some matrix labs ready to go, get some red science going. As soon as we unlock it, we can get the red science going, which is what we need to do. Where are we going to put the red science? I don't really know. Pop up on there. Good. It's not. Fantastic. Right. Let's create a storage box because we're going to want that to store the red science in. And put it down. I think the water's in the way. Fortunately, we can solve that issue now because we now have foundation available to us over here. Lovely. Not a lot of it, but there's enough to keep us going. Just increase the size up to max. Yes, thank you.
Yet we cannot use it to change the planetary landforms at will. We can only level the surface to ground zero.
I quite like that because it means that the game is always flat.
On the contrary, if it is used on the ocean or low-lying areas, it must consume soil pile. When installing the foundation, either choose a kind of decoration or without decoration, even only surface leveling.
Great. Yeah, something I like about this and Factorio is that you kind of have flat build areas. Unlike Satisfactory where you have to deal with terrain changes, this you don't. It's just basically you're dealing with flat surfaces to build on, which I really like. I like the simplicity that provides. Because I cannot deal with the extra dimension you have to worry about. Like, there's a little bit of extra dimensionality in this, but not anywhere near as much as you have to deal with in Satisfactory. Satisfactory is like, you've got to deal with, oh, the oil thing is on top of that mountain. Great. Now I have to get a belt from top of that mountain down to here. You can't go through the mountain, you have to go over the top of everything. Oh, we're doing power-wise. We're doing okay power-wise. It shouldn't take too long. This says it's going to take like 3 minutes, probably. Wow, that was a really good guess. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I don't think I couldn't have guessed much better than that. I mean, I could have guessed it exactly, but 2 minutes and 43 seconds or whatever it was a pretty damn good guess for 3 minutes, close enough. Pretty damn good guess. Right, so what do we need for these? We can start working on the supply lines for these. Oil, that's what we need for these. That was something that we were working on because we've got this bad boy over here ready to go, haven't we? Yes. So we're going to need whatever these things are. Oil refineries. We can make 2. That. Glass. Okay, great. You're going to need to get that automated at some point. Prisms and those, whatever those things are. Plasma exciters. You're going to need to get those automated at some point, but not super urgent, not a big problem. You can at some point get those automated. Or refineries. Okay, so we're going to have, let's make like 4 of them. Start off with, wow, these take a while, don't they? I think what's the best way of laying this out? Gives us lots of space to work with, because I know that obviously when it comes down to the hydrogen stuff, it can take up a lot of space, I think. So let's start building it out. Oh no, we're gonna need a bit of space for output, aren't we?
This facility will produce multiple products. To divide them, you
Yep.
need to set a filter on the sorter. You can use tab or the arrow keys on the right side of the keyboard to quickly set the filter when building the sorter.
Yes, will do. Thank you very much. Yeah, these are a bit of a pain because they've obviously got two outputs. So you need to have two output belts on either side, or at least on one side. Could have put the belts in the middle. That made more sense. Don't know. I don't think it matters that much. It's not that big of a deal. But this makes refined oil and hydrogen. So there's also a recipe that you can get. When do you get that? X-ray cracking. Once you've got some, you can use X-ray cracking to get more hydrogen. You can get hydrogen from hydrogen, which I think it's pretty great. I like that. Okay, I didn't filter that. That filtered. Right, okay, so that should be filtered fine. Actually, let's do it this way. Okay, so we've got the hydrogen on the right and the refined oil on the left. Is good. So there's not really any use for this stuff early on, apart from to make more hydrogen. You can make other things with it, but really, you kind of want to just use it to make hydrogen. That's all it's kind of really for, I guess. So, I need to put this somewhere, that's the thing. I'll tell you what, for now, I'll just stick them straight into a storage box.
Built a storage tank. It is more suitable for storing fluid than the storage.
Yep.
Each storage tank can only store one single type of fluid and can be built vertically. However, once it has been removed, all the stored fluid will be devastated.
Right. That, like that, fantastic. Yes. Good. So I guess we'll just merge these, I think. We can expand this out later. Quite easily. That shouldn't be a problem to expand. But you never know. Sometimes it can be. It's got quite a long way to travel actually, I've just realised. To make these, but that shouldn't be a problem. Now we'll get these set up. Let's stick to it more. Lovely. So, we need hydrogen and energetic graphite. Good. I think the first kind of line of hydrogen will be to unlock X-ray cracking, so we can get more hydrogen being made. Activate. Let's go. Because we've got the energetic carbon right there anyway, we can just use that. That's not a problem. Is there a closer oil I could have used? No, I don't think so. I mean, it's not the best place for them anyway, but we can move it all around. I saw a really good picture of it where someone had put all the research on the pole. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I like that. But at the moment, I'm a bit of a way away from sort of foundation the world enough for it to be. If I could put it on the pole, big deal. But we just want to get it working, kind of a little bit. We can make it a little bit better later on. Gonna want more belts, I feel like. Two more stacks of belts. Lovely, let's go. And return to the Construction line. We're going to want some more of this, aren't we? We are going to want some more, what they call, some more smelters, making some more energetic graphite, I feel like. That's going to be a big deal. How do we do this? What we could do is we could make 5 more. We could basically replicate this on another side and have more thermal generators working on the other side. Maybe. I don't know what the ratio is. That's the problem. If I knew the ratio, that'd be great, but I don't. Right, let's put this down here. Lovely. Yep, let's copy this recipe, stick it in these, and we can get those going. Actually, we need to get another miner going, don't we? We need to get a second miner on the coal to get some more. I don't think this thing is going to support 10. No matter how hard I try, I don't think it's going to. Not straight away. Maybe a bit later on, once you've got some of the research, it might support 10. Not right now. There we go. Stick it into there. Lovely. Nope, that's the wrong place for that. Nope, because that's the output, not the input. Also, that means I put these power poles a bit close as well. That's fine. There we go. Power pole there and a power pole there. Lovely. Good. I don't think I need so many power poles, but it's good to have them just in case. Gonna need some more of these. Really need to get these automated. In fact, I can probably get more of them than I think, because I just need to get some of these. Do I have any iron plates? How many iron plates do I have? Do I have enough iron plates on me right now? More. Get some more of those. Let's go. Right. Oh, I don't want to pause it. I keep doing that. I keep spamming escape when I play this game. Try and close some of the menus, but then I just end up pausing the game. Right. Connect these up to here. Lovely. Thing is, I don't think people are going to be too interested in this very first bit. But the thing is, you have to get through the first bit to get to the more interesting late game stuff. So we'll get there eventually. I'd like to. I mean, there's a lot of things I'd like to do. With some of my playthroughs, but you know what, I'd like to finish this playthrough of Dyson Sphere Program and come back to it at some point afterwards. Revisit the game later on in its development, finish it now and revisit it later. I'd like to do. We shall see, because it never turns out quite that way. I'll get bored of it in like 2 weeks time or something, and that'll be just that. Right, let's connect that over to there, and let's just bring this over. Like that. Lovely. This is not the most effective way of doing it at all. This is spaghetti. I've tried my best to avoid spaghetti so far, but this is a spaghetti setup, considering how far it has to travel. This 100% could be better, I feel like. Maybe even we'll set up a dedicated coal or energetic carbon supply line. Maybe we'll even move the power setup to this coal vein instead. Maybe, I don't know. Not a big deal right now. We just need to get the red red research going, don't we? Oh, there's no power on that one. Okay, fine. There we go. Tell you what. We've got enough of the stuff coming in. It might be worth just sticking some of these down. That might not even be fast enough. Nah, it's going alright. Nope, not quite fast enough. Okay, I've got a better idea. Let's, instead of doing that, bring it in that way. Let's split it and bring it in on either side instead. This should be bringing it in at absolute max speed. In fact, I don't even think there'll be enough stuff on the belt for it to to need all of those. But it will bring it in as fast as it's being supplied at the moment. Oh, okay, it's running out of power. Well, it's a good job we've just built on the whole nother area. Or I say area. Added a little bit more capacity for our whole power plants. Thermal power plants, whatever they're called. We'll get some of these going. Unfortunately, the rocks are a bit in the way. We can deal with that. I mean, we could go over the rocks, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. That is in the way. We'll have to move that because I've had to go around it. I tell you what, there is literally only 4 stacks of the stuff in there. It really wouldn't be. It's really not too big of a deal for me just to do that. I get through enough of the stuff. I don't need to worry about it too much. I will eventually get through the stuff that's in my inventory. So, yeah. Oh, this is where it's annoying. Because the lines don't quite match up. Oh, that is annoying. Oh well, guess I have to just do that and just live with it. Do we have enough coming in? I think we're going to want even another miner just to make sure that we've got these are maxed out, because I don't think they are. They only seem to be slightly they're not quite maxed out. They're kind of partially working, aren't they? Stick another power pole down. Go. Lovely. So that will merge the 2 belts nice and easily. Why did I put that there? That really doesn't need to be there. I can use that elsewhere. I could just literally just put the belts one onto the other. Saves me having from using that splitter thing. Yeah, so these are going to be working much better now. I might even another belt onto the other one, just so that we can definitely fill this out. But I don't think it's backing up too much. It doesn't seem to be backing up, especially as that belt is a lot more continuous than the other belt. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh, it is backing up very slowly. Very, very slowly it's backing up. Actually, not that slowly. It is starting to fill up. That's fine. I'd rather the coal belt was full and this belt was full than not having enough. I'd rather we were oversupplied. Steel wise, these things are working. They're working all right. Certainly could do with more stone. If we were to rotate this production line we would get more space out, because there's more space this way than there is that way. But we certainly could rotate that production line a bit, couldn't we? And get more stone furnaces going. Can I be bothered to do that though? Because we're still getting it at a reasonable rate, aren't we? Right. How are we doing? We're not quite getting the matrices fast enough. This top one's being used, but at least the middle one's being used, and we're using them as fast as they come in. Is good. Yes. We just need to wait. We need to wait a little bit for this fractionate. What is it? The X-ray fracking, X-ray cracking, before we can improve the oil stuff too much. I don't know the most effective production lines to everything, but we should start working on something else. I think. How we do? We've got a lot of glass there. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to delete this, delete these. And what we're going to do is we are going to, like, I don't know, 5 furnaces. Going to add more furnaces along here. Get another stone miner going. I might even stick down a bit of foundation there so we can kind of get that area. And we're going to connect all this up. So, let's get a belt in along here. I don't know. One in line with that one, just for neatness. 6. I feel like 6 is enough. Will be a good starting point for this setup. I say start. Oh, wrong one. Oh well. Yeah, I say starting point. We've already had a starting point. This is like level 2 stone production. And we've got actually, I'll tell you what, it's the output that's not high enough. It's good to have more output production, just to make sure the output is efficient, or at least it matches the output. But there we go. Yeah, that's fine. That belt's now being filled. Oh well, this will be better anyway. It'll be better to have a more complete production line anyway. Foundation that water away. We'll need water, but there's water over here, which that's where we're going to need it. We're going to need it over there, not really over here. So let's get another miner going up for this stone. Lovely. Then we just stick this. And this one. Right, bring that down there. Lovely, good. Then we just need some of these. Some of these. Here we go. Then we can get rid of the end of this belt. We don't need it. Extra. Finally, we just need to connect these up to... Close. Right. Gonna want a few more of these. Good. Looks all good. These are... Actually, I'm producing the wrong thing. I want to make stone, not energetic carbon. There we go. Lovely. Good. Stone's being made a bit more en masse now. We still only have a limited supply of glass being made, but that's okay, I feel like. Oh, even with the 2 miners, I think 6 is a bit excessive. Oh no, we're just about getting through it. go, good. Kerbal Space Program 1.11.1 is live. Cool. I've been following Kerbal Space Program a lot. I used to follow it really heavily. I used to really enjoy it. I mean, I still enjoy it. But the problem is, it's the same game. And once you've been to the moon, once you've been to the planets, it's a lot of work to get to some of the late game planets and getting stuff set up. And I never really was a fan of the career mode because just too stressful. I couldn't bother with it. Right. We can definitely... I feel like we can definitely add... How are we doing? Actually, how are we doing power-wise? We're doing okay power-wise for now. Let's have a think. What do we need to improve? What would be a good next step to improve? I suppose getting manufacturing for some of these other things set up would be good. Like the plasma exciter. Might not be a bad idea. Get some of those going. Especially as we've got these. We've got available to us. And we just need some prisms. And there's some stone there. So it means we can get some glass and some prisms right here. Branch this off towards the plasma exciter factory. Which I don't know where that's going to be. This this copper line a little bit in the way. Actually, there's stone over here. And there's a whole open space here where we could put down some foundation and make plasma exciter. Because you need plasma exciters for a lot of things late game, don't you? I feel like you just need them for things. Ooh, processors. Ooh, but we need high purity silicon for that. Question is, I haven't unlocked flying yet, have I? Not proper flying. It requires Mecha Core level 2. Okay, so we'd have to produce the silicon on the planet here. For now, which we're going to need stone for. Dude. God, I think we can get some more of these running. That's gonna be fast enough now. I want it to be I want them to be constantly running. Yeah. Okay, they're running at full speed. If we add the extra on there, they're running at full speed. Good. I want to get a few more foundation factories, because foundation is really useful and it'd just be great to have more of them. Why with other object? Or is it because there's a tree in the way? Nope. What's it colliding with? The belt? Is it just a little bit too close? Yes, it is just a little bit too close where the curvature of the planet is. That's really annoying. Yeah, you do almost want to set it up to be that your factories are kind of longitudinal rather than latitudinal. Your production lines will kind of go along the longitudinal lines. Because the latitudinal lines, obviously they converge, which isn't good. I mean, it's fine, but it's annoying when trying to space things out. Let's just make 10 of these. 10 of these things. Nice. Good. A few more of these. And we need some output ones as well. Lovely. So, that should be a lot of foundation. We've doubled our foundation production. But whether or not we've got enough throughput on the belt, I don't think so. No, I think it is. It does make it to the end. Just about. Research speed too slow. Yeah, I know, game. I know. My research speed is always slow. And actually, in this case, it's because of the... Oh, I just tapped out. In this case, it's because of the red science. Don't have enough hydrogen coming in. Wow. We're going to need some more of that. We're going to need some more of these things. I did make some more. I did. Okay, so let's get some more of these set up. Right, so on this one, it's that on that side, and then it's the hydrogen on the other side. Lovely. Let's copy this over. Oh, we also need an input as well. That'd be useful. Get some more of these. We're going to need some more. These need to be automated as well. These really need to be automated at some point. Those up. Lovely. Good. So, we're also going to need to connect this one up as well. At the moment, it's just not connected. If we do this line first, I want them to be on the same side, so I don't get confused. Okay, good. Then we're going to want that on that line, and then hydrogen on the other line. Lovely. So now we've doubled our hydrogen production. Is that enough? I still don't think it's enough. We need to get this done. Once we get this done, then we can massively increase our hydrogen production, because we can take the hydrogen we're making and just increase the hydrogen we're making from that hydrogen, which is fantastic. I don't know what we're going to do with the energetic carbon. We could use the energetic carbon we make. I don't think. I don't know. Ooh, we're going to need more power. Definitely going to need a bit more power coming in. Go. Right, let's stick one of these in there. Lovely, more power. Should keep us going a bit longer on the power front. We're going to need a whole nother setup. Might be worth considering doing another big setup. Maybe a longitudinal one, because that's always frustrating when you kind of think about... oh, look at all this coal we could use for power, and all this space that we could use for power. We're going to need some more foundation for that, though. Foundation is a big deal, because once you've got power elsewhere, we can clear out this power and use this. I don't know, what would we use this for? What even would we use these for if we weren't using them for power? I don't know. Back in 2 seconds. I just need to go refill my drink. Unmuted? Not yet. There we go. Doesn't work. Doesn't. Right. Ah, good. The research is done. Fantastic. That means we can start working on improving this a bit. I don't know what the best layout is for this. Is it would it be to do a similar kind of layout we've currently got? All into one? Yeah, I think... I'm having a think. So we need some oil refineries. More of these. We're going to need some of these things that we were talking about making. We haven't made them yet. So, yes. What do we need for those? Let's have a look. We needed glass and energetic... What was it? Magnetic coils? Coils and prisms. So we've got some magnetic coils lying around somewhere over here. Lovely. Do we actually have any? Good question. No. A lot of... Oh, we've got a lot of this stuff. For some reason. Just need some glass. Got quite a lot of, actually. Right, let's make some oil refineries. 3. Some steel. I think 3 will be a good start. We don't want... I don't think we're going to need that many. I don't think. If we get a splitter in here, got an idea. If we get a splitter in here, and we bring that across here, and we'll put them along here, and then the output, the hydrogen output will come back around into here. That makes sense. Bring that along here. This is going to be a little bit spaghetti, but hopefully not too spaghetti. I think we want to prioritize output in this direction so that the whatever it is, these things are working more effectively. Oh, we can make some hydrogen fuels, but that requires titanium. Don't have any titanium right now. Deuterium fractionation, we're going to want that at some point. What do we want next? Crystal smelting, not a big deal. High speed, not a big deal. Nothing really shouts out to me. This is what we need. Titanium smelting would be a good first one. Get that going. I think improving the mecha core and doing some of these things is going to be more useful to us in the short term, and also visualization, than the other things. The other things are more useful long term, but we're not quite there yet because we haven't really kind of got there with some of the production lines and that sort of thing. When do we get logistics? What do we need for logistics is the ultimate question. High efficiency logistics system. Okay, this is something that we need to beeline. So actually we do want this because we want to get that. Requires thruster. Requires hydrogen fuel rods. Okay, so we'll do some of the upgrading things first, then we'll move into those other things. Right, so obviously this has 2 outputs, so we need 2 belts per side to share double belts. There we go. I don't know what I'm going to do with the energetic carbon necessarily, because nothing is using it particularly quickly right now. The only thing we can really do, apart from using it to power stuff, which obviously is a good use for it, tracking. going to want, obviously we're going to need inputs. Want some more of these. I'm just going to queue like 30 of them to be made. We're going to want to get a more reliable input source for that. We're going to want to get a factory for that stuff at some point. But right now we're fine as it is. So, we've got hydrogen coming out this side. The other ones. Oh no. Hydrogen that side. That stuff that side. Go. Hydrogen. That side. Right. Then we're going to want to do the same over here. Where we've got... hydrogen that side. Energetic carbon that side. Can we get another one? Can we get another one of these? No, we need some more steel. Don't know why I didn't need to take off. Literally right behind me. Okay, we're running out of steel. Using a bit too much steel on this foundation production. Okay, that's something to make note of and think about in the near future. This energized carbon. Here. Let's just connect it into there, whatever. Right, can we... Right, good. Titanium research. Good. I say titanium research. Titanium smelting researched.
The data shows this is a planet without natural titanium veins. Perhaps you can get some by collecting gravel. If you need a massive titanium collection, you need to find a planet rich with titanium veins as soon as possible.
Yes, we will do that as soon as we can. At the moment, we can't fly. We're going to work on the flying front as soon as we can. Something over here doesn't have power. Let's rectify that. Go. Right, so now that this not the fractionation, the X-ray cracking is working, what I might do, I can obviously connect it into these, which might not be a bad idea. I don't think we'll get through it fast enough though, that's the problem. Get two more of these, maybe. Or I could probably fit in some more if I kind of give myself bring this down and along a bit later. I could actually kind of use these to make power. Not a bad shout. A belt. How do I not have enough belts? Go and pick some more up from my box of belts. Over we go. Let's fly. So what I might do is I'm going to bring this down this way. That. Good. Gives me a little bit more space to work with in terms of power. Oh yeah, we're producing so much of that stuff now. Although this one isn't producing anything. Why? Oh, it's because the output's full. That's why. Item, I just need one more. Oh. Fly with the other object. That's fine. We can just come around. A bit kind of roundabout, but it works, so we'll just go with it. Bit unnecessarily round and about the houses, but yes. Right, and I think what we're also going to do, we're just going to have a storage box. At the moment, I don't have a use for all of this stuff, really, without having more power or generators. I'm going to have to move this somewhere to be used but I know it's useful for other things later on. It's useful for something else. I can't remember what it is. I just know it's useful. But we're just gonna... I don't really know if I want to do that. I don't want to store it all, not get the power. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. We don't need the extra power right now. It's good to have the extra power. We don't need it. But at least these things are working. And we are full to the brim on hydrogen at the moment. Definitely need to improve our steel. So what I might do is furnaces. At the moment we're not doing too badly. Actually that belt is completely, well, that factory was currently not working. Working now. Of course I'm not outputting anything. I've only just put it down. Actually, we do want any intermediary storage space that I can grab the steel if I need it. Hopefully we'll have enough steel being output from this that I will have some stored, but you never know. Right. That's not going fast enough. Although, will it catch up? We'll see. Well, I'll just stick one of these down. They're pretty free, especially now that I've got those parts being made automatically. These fast sorters are pretty free. Right. Okay. I think we've got too many of these to these. Probably. I think, but I don't know. These ones have currently got a lot backed up. So once they've stopped being backed up, we might see a drop in the output. Fine. You'll take 100 steel from there. Just go from there. So now I've got 100 steel I can use for my own things later on. For example, more of those. We've got loads of foundation available to us. Fantastic. Yeah, we need to get some more of these things. I'm thinking, got one there, 3 more. We'll need to get some more up here as well, considering that belt is completely filled with oil. So we can definitely... Okay, we are oversupplied on hydrogen. Actually, we don't need more hydrogen. That's what we can do. Not be a bad idea. We're going to store it. Would it be better to store it here as well? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think it's better to store it here. We're going to wait for these things to finish. Okay, we can get that back up for now. There's a lot that you kind of have to manage. We are going to need some more of these matrix things. Aren't we? Because they're not being made fast enough. These things... These things are really slow to make, aren't they? Not being made fast enough. Right. Let's put down a storage tank so we can store some of that hydrogen. Actually, I know. I think we want to have the hydrogen stored before the hydrogen cracking, so that if we need to, we've got the it's stored before the cracking process. To try and keep the cracking process alive. If something runs out, we want the cracking process alive longer than the everything else, I think. Here is that something else. What are you colliding with? I assume it's something to do with the belt, but who knows? I haven't really given myself much room to expand this out very much. That's the only thing. Perhaps we can expand it out the other way, maybe, because that's... Even still, I haven't given myself much room to do that either. I don't think... We've got a lot of that to spare, though. Because we don't necessarily need the hydrogen right away. I don't think we need to expand this. We've got hydrogen backed up. These things are out of field, but that's fine. We're not... Actually, we do need to start relying on them a little bit. Then we are starting to run out of power. We've got this back. We've got some spare. It's fine. Right. Good. We've at least got one more that will hopefully be consistently working. I don't think we're producing enough of this stuff, the energetic carbon, to kind of be a massive contributor to power. Hopefully we're producing enough to do something to the power anyway. Power issue. Right, what can we focus on next? That's the next question. What comes next? It was going to be those plasma doohickeys, wasn't it? The plasma exciters. That was... Well, we were going to focus on it at some point, so it'd be good to get that kind of working. Now that we've finished getting sidetracked. I say finished. It never finished getting sidetracked. It'd be good to foundation everything we've already done. That'd be quite a nice thing to do at some point. Need some iron and need some iron gears. Both of which are right here, which is good. One of these. So we need was it prisms? So that's be glass. Glass into prisms. Prisms, I know you need prisms for the solar sails. That'd be good to have a supply of for making solar sails. I say a supply. A production line for making prisms. That way when we get to making solar sails, we have somewhere we can siphon from, hopefully. Good. Right, so I don't think we're going to need more than like 4 furnaces for this, or 5. I'm going to make 5 because I clicked 5 and I couldn't want to change how much there was. So. Yes. Let's put down some smelters and get some glass, a more substantial glass production line going actually. Because we can get rid of that glass production line because we don't need it. We won't need it from now on because we'll have this one instead, which will be better and fancier. These, I feel like we can get these being made. In fact, we have everything we need to make them right here. If we were going to just make some. What we do need is we're going to need a splitter. Here. We can split those off. 100% going to prioritise going down, I think. those little engine-y things are the priority. Right now, I'm not using them, so yeah, that's fine. So I don't know what the ratio is going to be of glass to prisms. How much glass I'm making and how many prisms factories we can build. Kind of match that. Can it be 1-to-1? Do you think? Could we have a 1-to-1 ratio, like a direct delivery system of 1 furnace to 1 prism? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out. We don't have any glass being stored. That's the only thing. If we do it this way, none of the glass is being stored. So half a minute, 30 per minute. What's the required input for this? I don't know. Almost want 2-to-1, I think. Yeah, 2-to-1, and you're golden. Like, I don't think we'd need any more than that. But then we're not storing any glass if we do it this way. I don't think we're going to need that much glass, because actually part of the glass needed is to make prisms. That's the thing, is that apart from we don't need more than that one furnace making glass for us. And I think we've got enough stone, so I think we're good. I think we're good. So, prisms. I think we're going to want to store prisms to some degree, aren't we? And put it there. Good. A little bit closer. Not taking up quite so much space. I don't think we're going to need to expand this too much. So I'm just going to go from... Put that there, and then we can take it out of there when we need to. Fly with another object. That's a shame. It would have been nice to put it in the middle there, but that's fine. Prisms. Good. Are we going to want... I suppose that's because it's filled with prisms. That's why it's kind of outputting. Yeah, that's fine. Good. So no backlogs there. It seems to be outputting enough to fill up the belt, though. And I do think we're going to want maybe another one just to kind of speed, or we just want a faster one. I don't really want this being backed up, because that would be really annoying. That wouldn't be good. That would not be fun. So let's take an output from here. Like that, and let's get another storage box. I think, what else do we need? Apart from to make these pretty cheap, I don't think we're gonna need to make much else. What else can we make that might be useful to have en masse? Microcrystalline components. They're going to be a bit more of a process. What we'll probably do is we'll probably set that up over here, because that basically only requires copper, some stone, and some iron. You can bring some iron over. That's not a problem. Once we get logistics bots, then we can start worrying about getting more iron. Like, we can optimize the hell out of it by just using logistic bots to do all the work for us, which would be fantastic. It's like, I can't bother with that. Just use the bots. Easier. Really? Oh, I guess I'll just put that one further away then, I guess. Oh, more inventory capacity. Fantastic. So, these. Yeah, that'll do. Lovely, good. Let's just get one of these putting into the chest, because that's always good. And then output. Let's go with the fast output, because if the belt's full, that's not a problem. It's not really a big deal if the belt is filled with stuff. That should keep us going for a while. I think we're gonna want that to be a bit faster. I think. I don't know. Go with the. We might as well just start making faster ones. We could just get some being made automatically at some point. But that would require us setting up for these more of these things, which we could do. That wouldn't be too much of a big deal. There's iron here actually that we're not using. We're not really utilising at the moment. Oh man, it's looking good. Well, it's looking okay at the moment. Not looking too bad. We don't want loads of these. They're not going to be in super, and I don't think we're going to want loads of these either. Actually, we can have loads of these because we're not using them. We're not going to be draining the resources from anywhere else by making loads of these. And anyway, we need, as I said, we need these for the actually we are going to want loads because we need them for the solar sails, don't we? We need, oh no we don't. Yes we do, we need them for the photon combiners. So we do need loads of those. Good. Solar sails, I think ideally you want your solar sail launchers to be on a pole of your planet, because if they're not, then, well, hopefully, I imagine if they're on the pole of the planet, then they should at least have, well, I'm thinking they'll be able to shoot more often, fire the solar sails more often, rather than like half the time, which is a bit annoying, only being able to shoot the solar sails into orbit like half the time. How are we doing on this front? We're doing alright. We've got 1,000 foundation lined up. Not bad. Not bad. Could be better. Not bad. Could be better. So, how are we doing power-wise? We're struggling on the power front a little bit. Actually, I'm surprised these are both kind of keeping up. We get some more of these. Considering we are currently storing hydrogen, if we get some more of those, we can definitely get some more energetic carbon on the go, which I think is a good thing. That's going to be energetic carbon, that's going to be hydrogen. Right, that's that, pretty much. That's the one on the right setup. Not the one on this side, I say on the right. It's on my... It depends on which direction you're looking at. Kind of depends which direction you're looking at them from. There we go. We don't really need more hydrogen, but we can... The thing is, those storage tanks are absolutely massive, and you can kind of make them taller. That's not a bad thing. I can probably actually fit one more in here. Perfectly. Fantastic. That's what I like to see. Perfect fit. Good. Let's just get some more of these. I need a lot more. Whether or not we're going to get enough of this stuff, that's the other question. I don't know how quickly we're getting through it. We could be getting through it way too fast. So, that stuff on that side. That side. That side. Cool. Hopefully it doesn't get all mixed up and messed up. No, that seems to be fine. Good. Oh, that is great. Nice. Fantastic. Are we kind of lowering the volume or lowering the amount we have in there, or are we kind of matching it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We need some more circuits. I'm thinking we can get like another couple of these maybe. Oh, that's running out. Why is that running out? Might be why? That one's struggling. I think it's because they use more. Oh no, it's because the thing is because we've got more machines, the power goes down, which means that these aren't producing much coal, which means that these don't get enough fuel. Which is sort of like it ends up in a vicious cycle of not enough power. Almost want these to be on, I guess, on their own little power network, so that and all this stuff to be its own little power network, so that they're not relying on the power grid. Like if you had its own kind of constant power source, I don't know, from something, that'd be great. I don't think you can disconnect the power poles though from other ones. Yeah, look, here we go. It's all coming in at full speed now and it's backing up. Good. We're going to need some more power. Like, a lot more power. So, ooh, pause the game. So I think we should start thinking about expanding our power situation and heading sort of longitudinally with the power. Like even coming over here maybe. We'll come over here and start looking at building out a nice big power setup, maybe going just longitudinal, so that we don't end up with the weird kind of disconnects between the furnaces, whatever they're called. Not enough soil pile. God damn it! Really? Also, a foundation. Great. So. A lot of space here to add more. Well, we've already got quite a lot of space. We're gonna need some more iron. Have enough iron. Bit of a way away, but that's not a bad thing. Because it'd be quite nice actually if we clear out this space. Yeah. We could possibly use those machines for something else, or use that space for other things. Those plasma exciters are done. That's good. I don't know how much I'm going to need them anytime soon, but they are ready to go when we need them, which is good. Get like 2 of these. We need. I'm thinking like 7 of these because we've already got 1. Oh, I should get some circuits because I'm out of circuit. Blue science we have stocked up. We've got a lot of blue science stocked up. Oh, I've just tabbed out somehow. Yeah, we've got a lot of blue science ready to go. So, even if this slowed right down, I think this is a little bit overkill for what we're using it for. I wonder if we can increase the height yet. Did I get a height increase? I don't think I did actually. That's something we can unlock. sooner rather than later, isn't it? Yeah. That might be worth unlocking pretty soon. The height increase. Also might be worth getting some more red ones, because it's taking a long time to get all these red science cubes, and I think we've got enough materials to get another stack of these potentially. How can we do this? I know. Right, let's clear away these. It's fine. They'll come back. They'll be back in a minute. Don't worry. Don't panic. Oh, they will be returning. I'm gonna do that. Actually, we don't need it to be on like full speed, do we? It should still be fine. I think. I'm hoping that it should still be fine. Even with only one in each. They should still be throwing in enough stuff. Yeah, it's fine. Right. Good, lovely. And then we just need an output from... Go. That do? Oh, hang on. Not quite. There we go. Good. That should nicely increase the speed at which we're getting science. I'm just hoping that I'm not going to be over exerting these things too much. Might run out of power. That's okay actually, because I'm in the middle of resolving the power issue. Well, I was. I'm going to go back to resolving the power issue by building some more power setups over here. Now, I know that fusion is going to be something we're going to have to invest in sort of soonish, but we haven't unlocked it yet, so just gonna have to wait. Might be worth. I might be worth kickstarting this by itself. Like, using its own output to kickstart itself might not be a bad idea. Right, so how do we want to do this? I'm thinking that belt's way too long. We're going to be using it for. The power line's in the middle, down the middle there somewhere. Which is, I think, edge, because we're gonna need the space for the other one. I think we won't worry too much about getting them all set up straight away. We just need to kickstart the power setup. Don't we? We just need to get some power going. Alright, I'm missing some of those things. It's fine. Once we get some power going, it'll just be a loop of power, won't it? Which way around do I want them to face? That's the question. They've actually got slightly small, take up slightly less space that way around. So we're going to go that way around. They don't quite touch each other. That's fine. I can deal with that. So no fuel, but wait for it, wait for them to come in. Look at the power. Boom. Suddenly they've all got power. I say all got power. Suddenly the power issue over here is not an issue anymore. Yeah. It would be nice to have like really short range power connections just for these and these, so that they so that they're kind of reliant on a separate power grid. So they've got a single power grid just powering these and the furnaces, and then these are connected to the main power grid, so that these are always running at maximum power. Well, so the miners and the smelters are always running at maximum power, so that these things aren't ever affected by the power, which would be good. That's something that that would be good to have at some point. That's I don't know if there's an easy way of setting that up though. Really. I know in Factorio you can cut cables between things. I don't think there's a way you can do that in this. Not that I've discovered anyway. I tell you what would take up less space, potentially, would be rotating them and just taking off the stuff that we need. How much less space would that take off? That would take up considerably less space, I think. If we were to instead... Okay. Get very close to the belt, can they? Yeah, no, there's quite a large clearance out the back there. Tell you what, these bounding boxes, that would be great. It was fine as it was. I think my genius idea isn't going to work. Well, not so genius, considering it's not going to work. But you know you can. You know what I mean? Right. Good. Good. Veins utilization level 1. Ah, good. Now we can get more bang for our buck. Means the miners are moving faster, producing more ore. More coal, more iron, all that stuff. It would be nice just to put these on a separate loop. Unless they were really far away, I don't think you could. Like, you'd have to kind of massively separate them so that they are far enough away. Okay, so that if I don't put one there, that's far enough away that they aren't connected. So if I were to, I don't know, because I don't want them to be connected, get another miner set up, I don't know, coming out of this one or something. Okay, good. Then we're gonna want, I don't know, if I just stick it straight into the thermal station, because this miner is entirely about just powering the rest of them. Will that be enough power? I guess we'll see, won't we? If this is entirely about just powering all this stuff. Well, okay, so it's not quite enough to power a lot of them. What we could do is we could set up a whole other like power branch, I guess, whatever you want to call it, just for that. Because I think it is a bit of a problem, because at the moment these aren't producing enough power, but they're going to produce less power because they don't produce enough power to run themselves. Yeah, so it's a bit of a death spiral, isn't it? It feels like soil pile. Right. Get furnaces down here. Then we connect these up to here like this. Lovely. Fantastic. Then we want to just, obviously we are going to want to power them to some degree. Is that connected? Then outputs. Lovely. Say exactly the same setup, just slightly different. Just the fact that this one isn't going to be connected to anything else. Right, stick some of that in there. Lovely. On 69% satisfaction. So we are going to want some more. You know what? Let's keep that there. It will just be good to have that there. I don't think it won't have any detriment to keeping that there. We're going to want at least a couple more of these. We're going to need some more magnetic coils if we're going to do that. Everything that goes off into the distance will be connected up. Everything else that goes off to the north will be just for powering the wrong place for picking magnetic coils. I mean, I can't pick them up from there, but I'm going to go pick them up from over here because, to be honest, fine. Got enough production there anyway. It's fine. I don't know, like 2 more. Go. Right, good. Nice. Maybe what should keep us going. We can always add more later on if we want to, if we need to. But for now, I think that'll do. Then we just need to add more to this bit. Currently aren't doing anything because there's nothing for them to do. We just need to. I put this Tesla tower on the other side of the furnaces. How far is it to go around the other way? Can't tell. How far? It's quite a long way actually. Planets don't look very big. Actually, we know if you're trying to do a circumnavigation of the planet, they are quite large. Like the planets are much larger when you're trying to circumnavigate them than kind of thinking about just that area. It's like, oh, it's not that big. Actually, they're a little bit. They are a bit bigger than you think. Not massively, but they are just a bit bigger. Right, let's get some of these going. What's the time? I've got like another hour. Good. I don't know how we're going to be doing on like us. We need some of these, aren't we? Ah, this is where I need plasma exciters. So let's go get some of those. Fly across. We're still running. I think the steel is still holding us back on the foundation production. Partly. And what do we need for these? What are we missing? We've got 2 iron, and that's the thing that we're missing a lot of. Okay, fine. I don't know. Oh, I don't really want to do that. This one's running out of power. We're on 87% satisfaction. It's not bad. Could be better. gonna have to make like tower platforms just to get the power to connect. I don't really, obviously I don't want these to connect up to everything else. Or at least this stuff anyway. Oh, here we go. High efficiency logistics system. Foundation support. That looks fine to me. Ah, okay, we've run out of power over here now. Why? No fuel. Why did that run out of power? I thought that would be a self-sufficient system. I thought it would be. Oh. There's no output from these things, that's why. Producing, they're not outputting. Now it's self-sufficient, or at least it should be. Good. What is the power capacity? Oh yeah, I think we can definitely add 4 more furnaces in there to get another line of these. No problems there. I think we're gonna want a little bit of foundation just to cut so we can go around it. We've kind of created a peninsula. Actually, we can go this way.
You built a wireless power tower, which is suitable.
Have I not built one before? Really?
Caused by its longer connection distance. What's exciting is that it can also charge mecha by using electricity from the grid.
Yep, that is exciting and really useful.
When being outside of building range, you can hold down the shift key and use the right mouse button to click on the open space to control the mecha to move.
Right. It's a bit long-winded. A long-winded way of getting the power to where we want it to go. Problem is though, actually, it's going to be right in the way if we want to extend this out, isn't it? Already, if I want to add one more, it's going to connect. A little bit even bigger or wider berth. I mean, it'd be better to go the other way. Or if there was just a don't connect these towers together, these power towers together option, that'd be great, but I don't think there is. I don't think we're not going to need to extend this anytime soon. Only if we really ramp up whatever's happening over here will we need to do that, I think. Yeah, 100% satisfaction, good. That's all of that connected, isn't it? Up to the main grid. And that's just a separate grid. Yeah, you can see the numbers. Power grid network 3. Network 2. Network 1. Where's power network 1? What have I got disconnected from the power network that's doing its own thing for no reason? It could be like a windmill or something that's just disconnected. Don't know. I don't know. We're powering through some research now, which is good. Which is nice. Kind of powering through it. Yeah, I think we should... we should definitely remove the power setup from over here and move it all over here. I don't think we should rely on this power setup at all. It's kind of in the way. Just don't need to. We've got other places we can put power now. Ooh, I'm a bit worried actually. If I put these too close on this side, it'll connect to that one. Didn't think of that. Yeah, see, look, right there. Connecting. I guess I'm going to have to move that. Tesla tower, just barely covering that. Right. Good. Perhaps we can make more that way. I mean, that's the direction it wants to expand in, not that way. We want to avoid this at all costs. But it does seem like we're kind of heading to the point where I've backed myself into a corner construction-wise without all this foundation. Don't have enough foundation to really go that direction, which is a bit of a shame. It would be better if we did. We just need to wait for more foundation to come in. Yeah, we can definitely add in another line here. What, 4 more of these? Don't we? Good. So, want the line. In fact, we basically want it along that line there, don't we? Along that line there, like that. Lovely. In fact, let's just bring that all the way across there. And we can do this. Oh, lovely. Ooh, a little bit close. Move this towel back, I think. Okay, fine. And then we can... Okay, fine. So that's kind of like the... It just not be connected? That'd be really useful. Thanks. If I move the miner, I can probably fix that. Probably make better use of this space here. That works. Okay, good. Move the miner. I don't know. Miners are still pretty big though, aren't they? That could work. Do that instead. So, use the other miner. Oh. Down there. That covers everything. Lovely. Then what we can do is we can... Oh, that's a bit too close. I can't get any closer with that one. Ugh. Really... myself not a lot of room to work with here. Let's just... Okay. Well, I can bring it... That'll connect right up to there, won't it? Not quite what I want to do. I must admit, some of those coal veins are a little bit in the way. Right, there we go. That should mean everything should be powered now. Or, yeah, everything that needs to be powered should be powered, and just need these. It's just so we can get another belt of stuff going in that direction. Because we can always extend the coal a little bit that direction. Didn't do it properly. And how are we doing power wise anyway? Still perfect on satisfaction. Excellent. Good. Alright. Lovely. That looks really good. That looks nice, neat, tidy, excellent. That looks good. I like that. It's nice. Right. So, what next? Now that we've got... Oh, we don't actually haven't connected that up. Now that we have power... Not quite sorted yet, because we did have more of these. More of the thermal generators than we've currently got. We had... How many do we have? 5, 6, 7, 11. So I think we're going to want at least like 11. We're going to need some more foundation before we can do much with that. Right, okay, good. Connect these up. And voila. Right. Nice. Loads of power, hopefully. 100% satisfaction. Consumption is massively lower than... Generation capacity is 44.2 megawatts. That's pretty good. This is currently still at... 6.48 or whatever it is. Pretty good. We've got quite a lot of capacity there available, which is nice, which is good. 3 of those aren't working anyway. Which would explain why we're a little bit closer at capacity than I thought we were going to be. But that's good. Clear away those. Lovely. We can get a bit more space back. Reclaim some of this space for other things. I don't know what we're going to do with them. But at some point we will figure that out. So, foundation. We can extend that even further. Although we need some... We might have to use some of the foundation, not extending this, considering it's all water over here, and we need some soil pile, and we've got 23,000. Sounds like a lot. It's not bad. It's done a pretty good job getting us enough space for another line of things, but we don't have enough space for another line of furnaces yet. That's the problem. So find somewhere where there's a bit of mass over here. Foundation down over here. Whole load of this area. Just need to get some more soil pile, and then we have to wait for some more foundation. Hooray! Are we still struggling on the steel front? Yes, steel is still the big issue here. How are we doing? I think what we need to do, because I think it's actually we don't have enough ore being made into iron at the moment. So I'm going to add in another iron smelter. Yeah. Actually connecting. It's connected now. There we go. So that should give us a bit more iron output, which hopefully should mean that we're getting an effective amount of steel coming out as well, which should be good. Yes, the ratio is not quite there, but it is still, it seems to be doing okay. I think that's fine. I don't know. No idea. In fact, we could get a whole... We definitely should get another steel production line going on over here. There's no reason for us to kind of limit ourselves to that one steel production line. Let's get like 9 furnaces. 4, 5, 6... They've got 9 there, so... And that seems to be working fine. In fact, we're actually overproducing iron. So we'll just get 1 more. So we get 2 more, so we can make 1... Add 1 more to the end of this, and then plus an extra. Gonna have 5 iron and 5 steel. That's overkill on the steel front, but yeah, whatever. In fact, I can just, rather than connecting it up, I'll just go from here into the chest. There's no point in kind of putting it onto the belt. I'll just go straight into the chest. Problem solved. Easy enough. Question is, do we have enough iron ore coming out to satisfy all 5 of those iron smelters? Just, I think. Yeah. Just about. We'll keep it somewhat satisfied. I don't think it'll be completely satisfied. Yeah. Well, we'll just have to... We're going to get another one of these anyway. So do we have the space? Well, I'm thinking mainly about space over here. No, we don't. I was thinking, oh, it'd be nice to line them all up evenly, but no, we don't have the space for that. So we're going to have to kind of be lightly uneven in the way these are laid out. We don't have enough space over there because we've run into the other machines now. But that furnace is annoying me because it's now off grid. I don't think... I think honestly 8 was like a max already. That seems to be working really well though. It seems we're not... I don't think we're overdoing it. I don't know. Are we overdoing it on those? I don't know. Let's get... I could have closed this gap a little bit. Ah, well, whatever. Let's bring that over to there. Lovely. In fact, I'll do the more sensible option. It gives us the option to increase the input into the chest if we need it. I don't think we're going to need it, but just in case. Gonna need some of those. Loads of those. Good. Fantastic. Put some of these down, the power poles. Good.
You have unlocked the vertical construction technology.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Robot Man.
Such as matrix lab, storage, and storage tank. You can try to build them vertically to make more efficient use of space.
Yep. Great English there. It's not bad, actually. To be honest, for a company that's obviously not native English, it's not bad. Certainly could be a lot worse. Oh yeah, need to output steel in one place and iron in another. We're gonna have to do it this way, I think. Yeah, because otherwise we don't have enough space. We could go to the other side, but it's too much hassle. This way will be easier. Less effort doing it this way. Going it the other way means I'll have to make a little rampy bit over the ore, and I can't bother with that. And we get a nice straight belt out of it, so that's can't complain too much. Otherwise it was like a weird kind of diversion as it changes grids. This time, oh well, on this occasion, we get a nice straight grid. So that's good. Man, I wonder how they did this. Because it's like... I can't imagine this was particularly easy, getting all this stuff to work as it should. Like, grids, like square grids on a sphere is not easy maths. It's not like really easy, or anything. Like, it's just complicated. How do you get it all to match up and line up and be correct and not be all dodgy and weird? In fact, you know what I might do? I might just go up to there. I think that way there's just, we can have a nice constant output. We can just bring that into something more useful. Got the chest there as a buffer, but stick it in there. Fine. I think what I might do, as we've got lots of this stuff backed up, just increase the capacity. So we're just utilizing them a bit more, because we're not using them at all at the moment. Those factories are basically doing nothing. Here, lovely. A whole bunch of these sorters down, and then that's that. I think. I don't think we need more than one, but we'll just stick 2 down anyway, just because. Right, and we just need to power that, and then that's a whole second steel line all set up. We've got some steel lying around now. We're definitely going to want to have a secondary output. I mean, there's no harm in a belt being full, because it doesn't go anywhere, and all it means is that your storage is full, or the output's stopped. There's nothing wrong with that. So as long as if this belt is full, that's good. Go. This means that the machines will be working optimally. Really, it means the machines will never be needing stuff, running all the time. Also, it means that we're getting a surplus of steel, which is good. Steel, good to have more of that, really. I don't think there's a much of a difference in efficiency between these two lines. Honestly, I think they're pretty damn close. Like, if I was to get rid of the two end ones, it would make no difference. The output, I don't think. Because this one barely gets enough ore to run, and this one barely gets enough iron to run. So I don't think it'll make any difference, honestly. I really don't. But now we're getting more foundation being made. In fact, I think we could even splash out on another foundation factory, or foundation, what are they called? Manufacturer assembly machine. Another foundation assembly machine, just so we get the foundation faster. I think you don't really need the foundation so much on other planets, but you really need them on this one because obviously you've got the water to deal with, and generally it's quite nice just to flatten everything. It was quite cool. It just looks cool. Like, just completely flattened a planet and turned a really lovely lush green planet into like a big sphere of concrete. Ah, yes. The height of gameplay in this. Right. What's the next step? Oh, we actually need to get some research. Not researching anything. What do we need that? We need thrusters for that. So that's... We're going to research that next. 1,000. Requires yellow science. Oh, we could get a drive engine. Drone engines. Good. Energy circuit. Good. Everything else requires yellow science. Apart from that slightly faster mechanical frame. We can get all sorts of... There's loads of things to research right now. Got loads of those blue science things lying around. It's not a big deal. We can handle that. I think we should get another couple of matrixy things. At least one more on there. 2 more on there, in fact. Get that going at full speed if we can. That'd be great. Got some of these backed up. Lovely. That going as fast as... I mean, obviously we could get a whole nother tower of matrix labs. That's an option. But that would require an upscaling of production across the board. For the red science anyway. Because you have to also produce this, you know, you can have 2 matrix towers, but you need to have the science to support them, you know. What are we doing? Wow, these are getting full. Actually, that's filling up. I thought they'd be emptying. Is that filling up? They're emptying. I think that's getting lower. I don't think it's getting lower at a rate that we need to worry about right now, though. That's getting full, but that's got... Those things can store like 9,000 fluids in them. I don't know what the right word to use would have been there. Those things can store a lot in them. Why have you stopped? Oh, because it's not inputting into the chest fast enough. Great. So that's basically reducing my production because it's going too fast. Two of those. Two of those at least will grab everything that comes down a belt. On like the minimum range, 2 of those things will grab literally everything that comes down the belt as fast as it can come. So don't need any more than that, really. I say that, I've got 3 over here and stuff. But yeah, it's fine. They're not that expensive, really. They're quite cheap. Right. What's the time? 9:30. That's okay. Good. Scutulum. There's a planet. A star over there called Scutulum. Interesting name for a star. What does the grid look like on the pole? I've never actually looked. Unsurprisingly, it's like a giant circle. How does the... Doesn't quite line... It doesn't look like it quite lines up. I do like that you can... even though the belts are kind of straight, you can go round and round in a circle. Look at that. That's cool. But the straight belt goes round in a circle. I mean, it's not straight. It's straight from a longitudinal perspective. It sits on the same longitude. Longitude? Latitude. Latitude is from pole to pole. Longitude is around. No, it all sits on the same latitude. If it was sitting on the same longitude, it would be going down one of these 4 cardinal directions, I assume. Are those straight lines all the way from pole to pole? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Investigate. I think they are. Those are like completely straight lines from one pole to another. Where's the equator? Is there a straight line at the equator? I think I've gone past the equator now, though. Yeah, I've definitely gone past the equator. I thought there might be a big thick line right at the equator. That's quite cool. Man, I thought I'd be running out of power by now, flying around this planet. It's actually... It's not that far to circumnavigate the planet. Where is the equator? I'm curious. I think this is the equator. I don't know, something just tells me that I'm on the equator right now. Pretty much. Yeah. Quite fun to visit another planet and set things up. If you started off with a planet completely devoid of anything. So it's basically you're just building on a sphere. Like, finding out factories on that sphere would be quite interesting. A perfect factory on a planet. I think we should start foundationing some of this area. Because we also need some soil pile as well. I don't actually know if there is enough soil on the planet to level the planet. Obviously it's fine if you're on the ground, you don't tend to worry about it too much. It's mainly with the water where there's a big difference. Because the water takes up a lot of soil pile, a lot of soil. You have to fill it in, don't you? Filling in like an ocean here. Which apparently you can dip yourself in if you fall into it fast enough. That's cool. So, what's the next goal? I think, honestly, the next goal is to get logistics. Because logistics changed the way the game is played. It's changed so much about it. Everything is different. Suddenly, oh, we've got logistics set up. You know, we don't have to worry about belting it from here to there. We can just go, okay, we just need these 3 products or these 4 products. Done. We need circuit boards. That's the other thing. Actually, that's something we do need. Which requires stone, copper, and iron. There's iron there, there's stone there, we've got some copper here. Fantastic. Feels like this is going to be a circuit boards production area right here. Circuit boards? What are they called? Processors, that's the one. So we need we do need circuit boards, specifically. Processors require circuit boards and microcrystalline components, which requires copper and this stuff. High purity silicon. We're going to need a lot more copper coming from over here, I think. And I've hardly touched this copper at all. So, we need silicon. Which is a complicated thing to deal with when you're not mining it directly. I can't. Would it be worth? Because one thing I did before, and I have, like I did my previous save, was set up a titanium mining facility on another planet, and then just occasionally go and get some more, because mining stone for silicon is not effective. Only 700,000 silicon on that planet. There's 10 million silicon on that planet, and okay, we're going to Gainar, don't know what I'm going to call it, 4, because there's 12 million titanium on this planet. Thing is, there's more titanium on this planet than there is silicon on this planet, so we're going to go to Gainar 4, although I think Gainar 1 will be easier to get to, mostly because it's closer. I think generally it's closer, but it has a much smaller maximum distance that it's going to be from us, which is where it is at the moment. Like this, it's like half the maximum distance, isn't it? Ashen Gelisol, planet lava, Mediterranean satellite, planet gas giant. Gainar has this one will have the disadvantage of having lava lakes to deal with. I don't think that's going to be too big of an issue though, really, is it? But how are we going to make power on those planets? Although, actually, now that I think about it, coal. This one has coal on it, which means we can make power there easily without having to. This one does have coal on it. Not a lot, but it does have coal on it. So they both have coal. Okay. 270,000. 5,000. Okay. 87% construction area. 100% construction area because it's entirely fire ice. Ooh. Rare vein. It's made of bonds in a critical state that to produce graphene hydrogen more efficiently. Ooh, that sounds like fun. This planet doesn't have anything special on it. It has crude oil. You'll only find those on planets, I think, with life. Because that's what oil is. Winter zone. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't... winter zone... Oh, it tells you what time of day. Oh, it tells you how long you've got left. Okay, it's sort of like the daytime. Don't know what it means on winter zone. It kind of tells you what the daytime is, time of day is. Or how long is left in the day. Makes sense. I'll tell you what we do need. We need a proper kind of mecha charging station. One thing I found, when flying between planets, it's crucial that you have some form of energy you can pick up with you, or something, and a place you can recharge is really useful because it means you can just stand here if you're making stuff, and you can just put down a bunch of these things just to kind of stand it and just charge up for like 5 minutes. We need some more. Wow. Okay. So we definitely need some more power. Yeah, we need some more power. 100%. How are we doing on that? Get a bit full. Yeah, that's fine for now. Got 50,000 soil piles, so we should have enough now to make another little line of furnaces, or called thermal generators. Ah, thruster research complete. Fantastic. Good. Right, okay, so I'm done with that for now, so I'm going to go and foundation some more of this area instead. Why not? I do like the idea of leveling an entire planet. sure that it won't be too difficult. Like eventually, like if you've got steel, once you've really like upped these production lines, like once you've kind of massively scaled up, I don't think it'd be too big of an issue. My problem is when you kind of start with lots of planets, is when you start to kind of expand out beyond your own planet, you kind of have to then think about either bringing everything to one planet and then distributing it from there, or distributing yourself. You've got to manage all these other planets' production lines, and that's kind of a big thing to worry about, isn't it? Right, lack of matrix. Running out of these matrices, but we don't. We've got loads of the stuff we need out of it, so we've got loads of the stuff that we need to make matrices, haven't we? Because to be honest, this is everything we need. This one process is everything we need to make matrices. Is that the right line? Yeah, okay. That one is just everything we need. So, and we're making lots of it, I think. I think we're making a lot of the stuff that we need. So we're just going to basically double this up. Let's say double this up. Add in some more of those, so we get more stuff being made more quickly, as long as they have the ability to pull in what it needs. I think it's struggling with. I don't think these are fast enough. Need those. We can make those. We can make some of these. They'll be fine. Don't have them being made yet, but we can make some. What do we need to make those? Actually, they're not that expensive, are they? Oh, I can't make them yet. Okay, fantastic. Great. They're not that expensive. Like, just those and that stuff we've already got right here. Unfortunately, we haven't unlocked them yet. We're going to need... Was it maglev technology? Yeah. Which is going to have to wait a moment. I don't need the rest of that stuff just yet. Right. Well. This game... I kind of feel like in this game, unless you know what you're doing, there's a lot of kind of... I feel like you kind of have to wait for the technology a little bit. There's always stuff you could be doing, but I'm not very good at that. Lock mecha sail. Now I can fly! Yay.
You have received the ability to sail. Double-click the space key to lift off to enter the flight mode.
Yep.
Keep pressing the forward direction and space
Well,
key.
that sounds great. I'm not going to do it right now, though, but considering the only place I've got to go is other planets, and there's not really a benefit to going there right now, apart from setting up silicon production, which I do need. I'll get this next line of furnaces set up, I guess, and then I'll go and do that. That many? I don't need very many. I think we're also going to have to think about this power product. Oh, this is fine. That's all good. So we can probably just output to this line again, and we'll be fine. But yeah, I think if we just output to that line, continue on that same line, we can just add more things to this line, because we're not filling these up particularly. These aren't getting full. Right, okay. So we're going to need some more of these. A lot more of these. We're going to have to create more. Still don't have those being produced. There are so many things that you need to do. And it's like, well, which ones do you prioritize? I think part of the challenge in this game is picking the right things to prioritize to kind of benefit you in the long run. It will make things quicker and easier for you kind of in the long run. Yep, there we go. You know what? That's fine. I'll just have to go around that, I think. Actually, do I need to go around that? If I were to put it one tile back, would that be enough? No, not quite. Hey, what this game needs. This game just needs underground. Undergrounds are perfect for this kind of situation where I need to kind of get from there to there, but I don't want to go around it. Going around it takes up too much space. I'd much rather go underneath it. There we go. Connect these up. Going power wise for a while. I'm inside the thing for some reason. Right, let's go. Let's get it up. Lovely. Nice. That's good. That should be a nice big boon to our power. Actually, not really. It's not making much of a difference to our power yet. We're still on the very edge of our power production, strangely. Is this, have some of these turned off? No, they're still going. I don't quite understand why we're so on the edge of our power production. Yeah, that seems a bit strange. Don't know. Oh, look at that. We've unlocked the electromagnetic turbine, which we're going to use to make more of these. Oh, to make those faster, anyway. Four of those, so we're going to need to get the electromagnetic turbines. We can start getting a few of them being made. Definitely in this gap here. Get like we don't need a lot. I don't think we're going to need 4 assembling machines worth. Maybe like 2 assembling machines worth. Right, let's just bring out some belts here, like this. Lovely. Get a couple of these. We fit more than 2 in here. Waiting for those. Oh, we need to pick up some more these things. We can probably increase that a bit as well. They don't need to be. If we're not tied down for production, the stuff that's going into chests doesn't need to be limited. I don't think. We can put it one over. Yeah, we can definitely fit a 3rd one in there. Maybe a 4th? I'd be impressed if we could fit a 4th one in there. Just about. But would we be able to get a belt for output? I think we would, actually. I think, funnily enough, I really think we somehow happen to have exactly the right amount of space needed for this. That's in the way. Yep, perfect. Look at this. Look at this. Made to measure. Seriously. Still don't have these being automated yet. We're going to have these things automated. Still don't have the sorters automated, which is, you'd think would be a lot more, a lot earlier on in automation priority. As many of these as we can. It's great. Just going to start using these, I think. Just these might as well become my bread and butter ones. They're not that expensive. Again, I need to get them automated, but that's fine. Ooh, okay, that's a bit weird. Allow another object. Okay, that is weird. I don't quite understand why it's doing that. Could move the chest. Oh well, ideally I would move the chest. Can't move the chest unless I can take it all. Actually, I think I have just enough inventory space to pick up the whole lot and put it back down again. There we go. Fantastic. Perfect. Man, everything's working out for me right now, isn't it? Let's just bring these up to here. Lovely. Get more of those going, considering. Go, lovely, good. Don't need that belt there, it's kind of just wasted space. Right, so we've got some of these being made now. Fantastic. Man, this area is getting busy and full. I think we're going to want to increase this production quite a lot at some point, aren't we? We are going to want to up that production. Right, well, we're going to metal there, but that's fine. Metal those sorters. One from there. That's it. Two. There we go. Lovely. I don't know if these things are going to be effective enough, but we'll see. It should be fine. At least these, I'm hoping they'll fill up. Now. Yes, there we go. Excellent. I mean, this is working. I mean, they are pretty full, but it'd be good to start filling this up. Because once this starts filling up, it means we've got that buffer. So if one of the researchers takes a little bit, has slightly different parameters for how quickly it uses some of the things, then it means you've got the buffer to kind of counteract the effect on the production. Like 10 minutes left. Wow, 10 minutes. 10 minutes until I need to go. Still, we are like only a very short amount of time away from getting logistics bots, which is the next kind of big thing in this game. I think I still do too much by hand. I don't think I've quite got to the automation, like fully automated stuff yet. I mean, I've got stuff, a lot of stuff being automated now, but I think there are still some things that need to be automated that I just haven't done yet. The sorters. I don't think this isn't great. I mean, I think it looks quite nice. The ratios are quite nice. Everything's in fours. And it looks quite nice. It's all quite neat. Lot of belts. I don't think it's perfect. So I think it's not great. And there's some more things that we need to automate still. We certainly need to get those circuits, boards, processors automated, because we need those. We need a lot of those for the logistics stuff. Primarily, we need a lot of those. We still don't even have a Dyson Sphere set up yet, but we're getting there. We are getting there. We've only just unlocked the ability to fly to a different planet. 80% satisfaction. Yeah, we're also running low on power a little bit as well. How's this doing on power? Actually, the independent power setup. That's doing on the edge of okay. Like, it flickers in and out a little bit, but it's on the edge of okay, which is good. It's okay 90% of the time. I think what we need to do... why am I going up?
In sailing mode,
I didn't mean to do that. I think on my space key was kind of
More planetary systems
stuck for some reason.
arrows in the space navigation. Hold
Yep,
down
I know.
to accelerate.
I know, game. I know. I've played this before. It's a planetary logistics system. Hooray!
Hold down the right mouse button, dragging to sideward flight.
Yep, cool. Crystal smelting. I don't know what we're going to need to... What do you want to do next? Applied superconductors so we can get high-strength materials, so we can get... I don't know. What do we get from that? Particle control technology? Information matrix? What's the next matrix? The structure matrix. I guess that's the next thing to go for. The reinforced stuff that we're gonna want at some point to get the interstellar logistics system, which we need high-strength titanium alloy, which requires the structure matrices for. Crystals melting. I think we're going to have to start looking at getting some of this other stuff researched. I'm good for that. The applied superconductor. 400 of the blue science. That's going to be done in 4 minutes. Well, the problem is I've run out of time to do new things. Almost. I guess I could start setting up a mining outpost on the other planet. But the thing is, I've kind of run out of time because I've only got like 10 minutes left and I have enough time in that 10 minutes to do everything I want to do. So, what's this doing? Doing fine, actually. Good. I thought I'd be running low. So I think I might just call it and be done for today. It's been fun. I really like this game. I'd like to come back to it on Tuesday with some more of this, obviously. It's fun. So, next time I would like to get the interplanetary logistics system set up. There are some other things that need improving. I still need some of these other things to be made automagically that just aren't. Wow, is that full already? We can increase that. We're not doing much with those. Yes. So we'll go to the other planet and set up a silicon production pipeline on another planet next time. But thanks for sticking around, and I'll be back on again on Tuesday. You can obviously follow me here, Twitter, YouTube, and all that jazz. So, yeah, I'll see you again on Tuesday. Bye!